Hello everyone, Dr. Victoria Scribo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. It's time for Taroscopes. We're going to be doing the Taroscopes for the sign of Virgo. That would be Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, for the month of July 2022. So let's take a look and see what July has in store. I'm going to be doing a card reading using the Druid Craft Tarot and Spirit of the Wheel, a meditation deck for a little bit of an oracle at the end. But we will talk about some of the astrology that's happening this month. We have the Sun, of course, moving through Cancer. Cancer and Virgo have a real simpatico relationship. You know, Cancer is very sensitive and emotional and is good at seeing what people need. And Virgo is good at inventing things to make life easier. So there's a really nice energy. So when the moon's in Cancer, it sort of either brings that out, it maybe brings that out in you a little bit. And then we move into Leo, which is a little bit more of a challenge for you. That the Cancer energy, of course, is an energy that is, with around friends and the like. So probably the beginning of the month is a little bit more in alignment with getting together with friends. Then once it goes into Leo, it's in that 12th house. You might want to spend a little bit more time alone towards the end of the month. We do have a full moon in Capricorn. Capricorn is an earth sign like yourself. And so there's a flow of energy there. And Capricorn for you is speaks to your ability to express yourself, your ability to have your voice heard. So this is a good month for that as well. We do have an opposition of Pluto and the Sun, and Pluto and Mercury. That brings that energy of the fifth house and the 11th house, which is the axis of love. So we can have maybe a few control, power struggles over control in some of your love relationships, whether they be friendship or romantic or relationships with children. So just be aware of that. All right, so let's take a look at what the cards have to say. Just a couple more shuffles, and I think we'll be all ready for that. Oops, maybe we were ready already. Just misread. Okay, hold on. I made a big mess. Let me fix my mess. One more shuffle, just to round things out. And there we go. We're good now. We're cooking with gas. All right. Let's see. First card up, immediate situation. The High Priestess. Woo. So this is a powerful card. The High Priestess knows things. She generally doesn't say anything. She is a conduit of spirit, direct connection to spirit. Things are hidden, get revealed when she's around. And secrets, although not all things are hidden, not all things that are hidden are revealed. She does keep her secrets as well. This really is about being psychically open, but poised, balanced in that. If you are going to open to that, you have to make sure that your vessel perhaps is pure enough, which is a weird thing to say to Virgos because they're all about purification. So generally, you guys are pretty good in that respect. But the vessel is as important as the information coming through that vessel. So I feel like you have to make sure you take good care of yourself this month. Not that there's anything to necessarily worry about, but it's a good practice for you. Especially if you're feeling good, you want to keep feeling good. We have challenge of change. transformation. It is simply a change in the energy. It's a change in the structure of things as the energy moves to something that's going to hold it more purely as to what it is, right? Let's see what's at the root. We have the star. Wow, this is a powerful reading. This is about finding your guiding star. This is about, it's interesting because if we put these two cards together, there's kind of a similarity in it. One we see the star in the sky, one we see the moon in the sky. This is being opening up to the heavenly realms, opening up to, sometimes you just have to throw your hands in the air and go, what? And you're open. It's like being a vessel. That's really what the high priestess is. High priestess is a vessel of divine light. And so you need to empty yourself so that divine light can flow. And it's going to mean letting go of some things that, or things are let go of that are out of your control, but know that it's a way of opening that channel to inspiration. You need to be inspired. You need to utilize that wealth of ability and capacity and willingness to work to a divine purpose, really. In the past, we have the wheel. You've had to put up some boundaries. You've circumscribed your space, so to speak, which is very important for Virgo, because sometimes Virgo feels so duty-bound to do for everybody else that they forget to put their own boundaries up. But you have done that, and I think that's very healthy. In the sky, we have the Eight of Cups. So the sky can be a suggestion from Spirit, or it can be the energy available to you. The energy here is one of having to withdraw to find your spiritual core. This is about moving away from all your responsibilities, especially your the ones that you're emotionally attached to, or that are attached to you with those emotional ties. You know, the ties that, gag and bind, sometimes called. There's this sense of you spending an awful lot of time helping people who would be better off to help themselves, but who've gotten used to that. And it's time for you to move away from that. That's what Spirit is saying. Spirit is saying, if it doesn't feed you spiritually, if the relationship doesn't feed you spiritually, you need to move away from that relationship. And we have an ending, an utter ending coming up. So there is an ending coming. And that perhaps is this. I generally don't read a passing in the cards. So it does not have to mean a passing. So that's what I want to say. It could be anything leaving your energy field. It's time for it to go. Whatever leaves your energy field, it's time. It's just time. You're seen as somebody who has a lot of ability, a lot of spirit. You may not see yourself as a leader or as a particularly inspiring folk, but other people do see you that way. So rest assured. And in the domestic situation, we have the King of Wands. Kings are always about dominion. It's always about sort of ruling to a certain extent over, but even in a more healthy way, creating the king really in its healthiest way creates a protective container for the kingdom or the realm to grow. And depending on what kind of king it is, here it's the wands, it's the fire. So it's kindling, it's keeping the hearth fires burning. It's about tending to the fire, and that fire is the fire of your own spirit. And sometimes you need to take time away and cut yourself off from people who are draining you so that you can rekindle your own spirit. Hopes and fears is the Tower. There's a lot of really challenging energies here, but they're in places where they're in places where it's out of your hands anyway, so it's not worth worrying about. And You are moving forward, the Chariot. You are moving in the direction of your destiny. This can be about goals. You should have some goals. Maybe if not exactly what it's going to look like, certainly a direction where you want to take your life. And then you can fill in the details on the road. We have the Princess of Swords underneath, which is listen to the wind, hear messages coming through, but you may have to quiet your mind in order to hear them. Not everybody's going to hear the voices, so this is a time when you can utilize that psychic spidey sense of yours. We have a rebirth card, which is the judgment card, so sort of an awakening, a rebirth, a decision is made. It is a 2, right? 20 is a 2 vibration. And then we have the 2 of Cups, which is love. And mutual support with somebody who is giving as much as they're getting and getting as much as they're giving. It's a balance. It's a balance. And it's somebody that's worthy of you. So that's what's coming up. All right. Awesome. Wow. Interesting reading. Very, very, very powerful, Virgo. All right. So let me just put these where they are safe. And we will pull a Spirit of the Wheel card out. This is a meditation deck. It's one of my favorite decks when I would have meditation here. We would always, at the end of meditation, pick a Spirit of the Wheel, which ended up being very similar to the messages we got in the meditation anyway. But it was always a fun kind of exercise on our part. All right, so what is the energy for Virgo for the month of July? What is the Spirit of the Wheel want Virgo to know? Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. Maybe the Plutos and Virgos. Can look at this as well. Clarity, Spirit, Path of the East. Breakthrough, inner vision, and truth. Powerful. All right, let me pull the book. What did I do with the book? Oh, there it is. Right where I left it. And I'll hold the card up. Let me just find it in the book. It's really, really small writing. See, really small. I'm just glad I can still see it. Okay, here we go. Oh, but not without light. Okay, sorry. Cut my light off. Cut off my light source. A gentle breakthrough is occurring in your life, as if the clouds have shifted and the sunshine is streaming through. Something that has been eluding you suddenly becomes clearer. You begin to see how that past experience fits into the greater picture of your life. Now is not the time to waste energy on regret, certainly not. Instead, just be thankful that the murky waters have at least become clearer. There is often a reason the truth is hidden from our view. We may not have been ready to face or believe it before now. As confusion fades, you are able to see the whole picture. Your mind is clearer and you will open the way to begin anew. The wisdom gained from experience strengthens your perception. You can look toward your future with a quiet confidence. Trust your judgment in making decisions. Your inner vision has been restored through your acceptance of the truth at hand. The veil has been lifted and you are now ready to let go of things that have kept you from living your truth. And the prayer is, Creator, I thank you for the clarity that is returning to my life. Because of this recent breakthrough, I feel my trust and confidence growing. I am ready now to embrace this newfound truth. Congratulations, Virgo. All right. Well, that was very interesting. Please have a wonderful month. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you would like a reading with me, I can be reached at my website, theseedoftransformation.com. There's a link in the descriptor below. Until next month, August 2022, when we'll be back here doing Taroscopes for you, Virgo. Have a wonderful, wonderful month. Namaste.